Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best exponential settings to use here in Season 2. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best exponential settings to use when it comes to hitting more shots, building faster, editing faster, and everything in between. So if you guys are looking for some updated and really great exponential settings to try out, definitely stay to the end of the video. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a VBuck giveaway. I bought a ton of these VBuck cards for you guys to have. If you guys would like to receive a card and enter the giveaway, all you guys have to do is simply drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell and drop a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. I will be giving out one of these cards every single Friday. I will share the screenshot of the winner in the video, so make sure you guys stay updated if you are interested in winning free V-Bucks. And lastly, if you guys want to support me in the item shop, just go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in creator code Young Humor, and you guys will have me supported in the item shop as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so here I'm going to be showing you guys the best exponential settings to use in Season 2. Jumping into the settings, first I'm going to have the slide settings that you guys want to have. So I am currently on a 0.141 slide hold time. Now for this, you want to have in the ranges of about a 145 to a 135. In that range, anywhere is going to be great. You just want to have it a little bit lower than default, because the default being 0.15 is just a little bit too sluggish to have, in my opinion, because sliding is just so effective for being able to dodge bullets, get around corners, and just being really mobile around the map. So if you guys aren't already utilizing sliding in your games, that's something that you really want to implement because it is so effective to have in a lot of cases. Also, I wouldn't recommend having your slide hold time below a 0.13, because then you might accidentally be sliding when you're needing to crouch. So you want a sensitivity in which you're able to slide often and frequently, but not accidentally sliding around the map if you're not meaning to do so. And now I want to be sharing with you guys the best sensitivity settings to use for build and also edit mode. So currently I'm on a 2.x for both. This is a great sensitivity to have for a lot of reasons. It's a good, well-balanced sensitivity as well. It doesn't feel overly fast to where I'm just misplacing a lot of my builds, but also it doesn't feel too slow to the point where I'm not able to do all of the retakes and boxing that I would want to do. So this is a great sensitivity to have. And of course, with any settings in this video, if you want to raise or lower it by a couple points to fit your personal preference, that could be a great idea as well. You just want to be around the sensitivity. I think it's just a great overall sensitivity to have for the majority of players who are on Exponential. So being on a 2.2x is just a great overall average sensitivity to use that's going to be very good for the most amount of players. Now I want to be sharing with you guys my advanced look sensitivity. So that's going to be my horizontal and vertical speed. I'm on a 49% sensitivity on both with no boost. I've never liked having the boost on. It just made my aim feel very inconsistent, and most players don't use any of those settings as well. So 49% is a great mid to maybe even just slightly a high sensitivity for Exponential. I would consider high sensitivity above maybe a 48%. So I would consider this mid tier to just slightly high, and it is a great sensitivity to have for Exponential. It allows you to hit your flick shots. It allows you to be quick when you're resetting your builds. And most importantly, because it is on Exponential, you still have that fine aim control. So being on a little bit higher of a sensitivity on Exponential comes with a lot of benefits because you're able to move really quickly, but you don't have a lot of the same downfalls as linear that playing on a high sensitivity would come with, because on linear, playing on a high sensitivity is going to cause you to overcorrect and miss a lot of shots. But if you're on a high sensitivity on Exponential, you still have quite a bit of fine control, so you can mess around with the sensitivity and you can even raise it up a couple points and it still would be great for the majority of players. So a 49% is something that I really like, and I highly recommend for you guys to try out for Exponential. Next, I want to talk about my aim down sight sensitivity. Currently, I enjoy playing on a 12% for my horizontal and vertical speed. this is a great sensitivity to have that's going to allow you to track players at close range, medium range, and long range. So a 12% is really just a great middle ground sensitivity to have. And for my recommendations, maybe anywhere in the ranges of 10% to 14% is going to be great. So if you want to raise it or lower it by a couple points, you can do so, and it still would be a great sensitivity to have. But for now, I think 12% is the best, and that's what I would be using on my exponential settings. And so going down into my look dampening time, I play on a 0.04. I like this setting a lot, and I really do recommend it for a lot of players, because look dampening time kind of gives you a little bit more fine control that otherwise you may have not had. With exponential, you really don't need as much of one as maybe on linear that you would want, because on linear, it's just really great sensitivity to have to help with that fine aim control. But on exponential, I like having a 0.04. It just adds a little bit more of a fine control touch to it. It's not something that you're going to feel too much, but it is just a slight touch to a look damping time. You can play on maybe like a 0.12 if that's something that you want, but on exponential, you really don't need more slowdown than there already is. I think having it on 0 or even like a 0.04, like I have it here, is just the best way to go. And for my controller dead zones, I'm currently on a 12% and 12%. And I could lower this down to about 10% and it would be okay. You want to play on as low as of dead zones as you can. If you have too much stick drift, then of course you have to raise your dead zones a little bit, because you don't want to be sliding around the map when you're not meaning to do so. So those are going to be all of my exponential settings that I have and that I recommend for you guys to try out and use. I like these settings a lot. I think they're really good. Personally, I still think that linear is going to be the best for this season, but exponential is a great option as well. It comes with a lot of benefits, especially when it comes to that fine aim control that you won't have with linear. So when it comes to hitting shots at long range, medium range, or even having a little bit more control when it comes to your flick shots, I think that exponential is a great setting to use for a lot of players who are maybe newer or just don't have as good as accuracy, because I do feel as if my accuracy is better on exponential than linear, but linear, I do feel that my building and editing is just a little bit better. So that's why I currently play on linear as opposed to exponential. But like I said, exponential is great for being able to hit a lot more shots. I do feel my aim to be way better. I feel maybe like a 15 to 20% an increase when it comes to my accuracy on exponential. So exponential is a great option to have, and these settings I think complement it very well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new video. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.